Check this Venezuelan migrant. Don't let her fake contact lenses fool you. This is Katiuska, the migrant CEO. We're going to continue to expose her until ICE deports her because she's still in Queens, New York. Her business is still registered to that hotel room that you guys paid for. That's right, the city allowed her to register her business using that address. According to her, she opened what they call a free dining room, or I guess you can call it like a mini free restaurant for the Venezuelan people in Venezuela. And the reason why she's doing this is to get followers. Remember, no Americans would ever follow any of these idiots. So she is giving away money every now and then to the migrants here in the US and food and other appliances to the people in Venezuela. And they go and follow her in huge numbers. I think she has over 500,000 subscribers, not subscribers, followers on TikTok already. She's trying to grow her YouTube account too. I mean, this is her game. Use the taxpayers' money to fund her shelter, which it was funded for 2 years. And she left the shelter, probably because of our videos. She got kicked out. I don't know, but maybe. Her mother's still in the shelter, in the hotel with her 2 children. But she rented a small room. The migrant CEO rented a small room in Queens, New York. For 2 years, she abused the system and went viral by telling people how to abuse the system and how much money she received from the government, her and her family. You remember that. And well, now that she's making money online, she's using that money to grow her account more, again, at your expense, because all of that money she's making, all of the money these migrants are making should be paid back to the taxpayers. But instead, she's sending it to Venezuela and sometimes other migrants here in the States, other border crossers. So go figure. Furthermore, while the migrant CEO is doing all of these donations, her mother recently got surgery. And guess who paid for it? You guys did. Now you have the migrant CEO showing off to her Venezuelan community. Remember, over there, these people voted for communism and now they're starving. So for them, she's like a multimillionaire. You know, she's rich. She could send them what? $20, $30. And for them, it's a lot of money. And so now you have the migrant CEO, the border crosser, the fake asylum seeker who's still in the country. She is sending money to Venezuela while the American taxpayers are funding her mom's healthcare and her family's hotel accommodations. That's what's happening right now. She's like a hero for these Venezuelan people, and you guys are funding her mother's expenses. So ICE officials, we are waiting. Please deport her and her family. All border crossers, all fake asylum seekers. We're waiting, guys. The war is right here with the invaders. A lot of Americans have been killed by them. And a lot of Americans, or most Americans, have been scammed by these invaders. Disrespectful, ungrateful freeloaders. We are waiting. The war is not in Israel or in Iran. The war is right here. Not to mention the amount of terrorists that are still out there, hiding somewhere in the US. The war is right here. So let's spend the billions of dollars here. Let's focus in America. Let's get started. Okay, so let's go back to the time when her mother told us she was in need of a surgery. Wrong. And yes, I did threaten you. I'm going to pew you, pew you, because you respect me. Not even the devil can handle me, just so you know. Not even the devil can handle me. SOB, she said. You know what? If you keep messing with me right now, I can end you. And then she continues, this is bad. This is why God punishes you. That's why you don't have a husband or kids. And I don't care what people say about me. All of you guys can lick my you-know-what, she's saying. All I care about right now is money. Yes, I'm glad and I'm thankful to God that I am living in a shelter. My son eats from here. I make money however I can right now because I'm being honest. Right now, I'm going to have surgery very soon. So be careful what you say about me. Katiuska, be careful what you say about me. How do I tell my body not to hurt if I have pain in my breasts and they did an exam and the doctors didn't like what they found? How do I say pain don't come? How do I tell my back not to hurt me? I've been having these health issues since I was in Colombia. I thought it was my kidneys, but it turns out that I have like a deviated or twisted bone, she's saying. I need the doctors here to fix me up. So you do you. I don't care about what you do with your life. On the live stream, and they seem to be encouraging her to shake it for them. Or at least that's what it seems. And there she goes again. From the taxpayer-funded hotel room. Now, remember, this is the one from December. The one where she insulted Americans and called them freeloaders is the January live stream. But look at this nonsense. Now, check out Isabel. Look what she does. Wow. And she can't work, guys. Nope. Unfit to work. Isabel breaking it down. Good. So now that we refreshed our memories, let's see what she was up to before the surgery. Here she is at a McDonald's doing a live stream, and you can see the security guard in there was trying to tell her to keep it down. She was being too loud. And so they were just talking a bunch of nonsense as usual. And please remember, these two are very gross. So keep that in mind while watching. Nevertheless, they are saying or criticizing those Venezuelans who talk bad about other Venezuelans. And they're saying all of us will be going back. Yes, all of us are going back to our countries. And she says, Isabel, the migrant CEO's mother, she says, you have no idea. I want to go back to my country so bad. You can't even imagine, she says. The people she's talking to on the live stream are telling her to leave the shelter, joking around, like it's time for you to leave, you know? And she's just laughing about it. Some of them are saying that they will leave the country before ICE catches them. Then they ask her if the security guard removed her from the restaurant, from the McDonald's, and she's saying no, they didn't. But before, there were a lot of gangs here eating in this restaurant. She's referring to the other migrants. But now it's a bit cleaner, she says. They have a security guard in here. Yeah, because President Trump has been cleaning our streets. And then she proceeds to being disgusting. I'll just let you watch. So inspirational. Then she moves forward to talk about and defend the devil's daughter and how she got arrested and people are talking bad about her. But she says that, devil's daughter is actually a good person. Nobody knows what she is really going through right now. So you got a filthy freeloader border crosser defending another criminal freeloader border crosser. Amazing. Now here we have the migrant CEO, the smelly migrant CEO. And she's saying that her mother just got her surgery done. She's showing you Isabel in the background. This is a green screen, obviously, a filter. She took a picture of her and she's just showing her followers of the picture. I don't want to show the entire picture, she says, but I was there yesterday with her. And this is Isabel with her 3 children in the hotel you guys are paying for. Again, in New York City. 2 boys and the migrant CEO. So she says, my mother had a hernia or a couple of them. And they opened her up. I think they did 4 procedures on her, or I guess it was one big procedure for 4 types of hernias. I'm not sure if that's what she really means, but you see the bruising right there on Isabel's belly. Then a few days later, Isabel does a live stream where she talks about this procedure. She says, right now I feel very sick, very weak, like I have a low blood pressure right now. I'm going to try to get a soup. Right now I feel really bad. Let me show you. Right here. Look, you see? Then she says, God is with me. Christ can deport me. Other than that, nothing is going to happen. She says, my record here in this country is clean. My conscience may not be clean, but at least my record here is clean. Somebody in the comment section asked her about or suggested for her to study and learn the language, English. And she says, I didn't come here to learn English. I came here to get money and also to sleep around. She was cursing in Spanish, but I'm trying to give you the clean version here. So I'm here to get money and sleep around, not to learn English. Unfortunately, right now I cannot sleep around because I just had surgery. She says, hell no, I am not going to learn the language. I'm just here to sleep around. But again, I can't do it right now. But I've done it so many times. But I can't now because of the surgery. Additionally, she states that the dentist was actually working on her teeth. And she says one seems to be doing good, but the other side is loose. So she will be going back to the dentist that you guys are paying for it to get corrected. So what do you think so far? Now here we have the migrant CEO and Mr. Broke. You remember that criminal who is now in Venezuela, where they're live streaming together, and Mr. Broke is criticizing the migrant CEO for helping people first, sort of like throwing a little jab, like, oh, you're copying my content because his content now supposedly is to help people in Venezuela, right? And she's saying, I've done it here in New York for a long time. I've helped many people, many migrants for a long time, she says. And remember, she's been trying to grow her audience by giving migrants money. This is her doing another giveaway back when she was living in the hotel. And she is telling the migrants that she will be giving 100 here, 50 here, 100 there. But, they have to comment, they have to follow her, right? And, take trash. All of these criminals, border crossers, they just go and follow her because they don't want to work. They want free money. And she doesn't need to work because you guys are, well, at the time you were paying for her shelter. Now she owes America huge debt, but instead she keeps giving the migrants and Venezuelans money. So going back to right now, she's saying, I already gave away 2 TVs in Venezuela and I opened a dining room, or I guess they call it like a mini restaurant, but in Spanish it's called a dining room. I'm not sure why, but yeah, so think of it like a mini free restaurant. And I'm going to show you those videos right now. Here it is. So the video in the background is being recorded by a Venezuelan in Venezuela. And you see her username is on that flyer or on that poster. And she's showing off on her TikTok account, on her YouTube account, on her pages. By the way, on YouTube, she doesn't even have 1% of the followers she has on TikTok. That's because on YouTube, you actually need to be talented because you're communicating with smart individuals. So she's struggling with her YouTube account. Nevertheless, here you can see they are taking the food to people in Venezuela, and she keeps saying, oh, thank God. I'm so happy that we can do this, or I can do this. Showing off, guys. Remember, for the Venezuelan people, this is a huge deal. Some of them don't even eat 3 meals a day because of communism, right? And then on this other video, you can see the amount of food she purchased and they're making for other Venezuelans. And she's paying these individuals, probably with food too. Again, it's not a lot of money for us here in America, but for them, it is. And she loves this. She loves this attention. She's getting more Venezuelan followers and pretending that she has a lot of money. When in reality, her mom is broke, she's broke, and her mom is still living at a taxpayer-funded hotel with her brothers. So she says, please, people in Venezuela, tell me which state do you want me to help out, or which school, whatever. And my mini free restaurant is open from Monday to Friday. She keeps showing off, being so self-righteous. Here's another video where the guy recording is praising her for the help. You see, just look at the amount of food. It's ridiculous. But that's her name. She wants to show her name. Yeah, they just point at her name, her username, so people can go and follow her. Venezuelans can go and follow her. And there she is, giving food to just random poor people in Venezuela. Here you have more showing off, more trying to sound like Mother Teresa, like we don't know she's a freaking border crosser criminal and freeloader. On this other video, you have more showing off. The guy recording the video is praising her, and she keeps saying, oh, this is amazing, thank God. They're religious, right? She says, I hope God continues to give me this ability to help all of these people, she says. Oh, isn't that so sweet? The migrant CEO using your American tax dollars to help Venezuelan people. She says, watch. You see, this is what we can do together, she says. She has discovered this new tactic to get even more followers because all of these Venezuelan people will follow her and will beg her for food, for a drink. It's so disgusting to watch. All of it at the expense of the American taxpayers. You have some rice, some chicken, some soup. Look at it. They're recording so that she can show it to everybody else. In summary, she's telling everybody that these are the positive things Venezuelans do, that there's more good Venezuelans like her than bad ones. There's more videos, and on this one, she's showing how they purchased the food with her money, with the money she has been sending to these individuals over there. She's having a good time, guys. She's looking like a filthy rich person for these poor individuals. She's saying, please take a look at these people. They're suffering. Oh, I wish I can do more, she says, and change their lives. Guys, I mean, I had to show you this. Look at that. I mean, I don't even know what to say. She truly believes we're a bunch of idiots. Like, we're going to forget all of the things she has done and said about this country. Anyway, so you have videos of these kids and people thanking her, specifically naming her account. And just look at her, please. This is insane. Here's one of the TVs she gifted. Again, we think she gifted. Remember, a lot of these people are liars too. So, if we believe her, she gifted this TV to this random person. Could be her family member for all we know, but whatever. So she's thanking her. She's thanking the Migrant CEO and saying that I love to watch TV. I'm going to be watching a lot of television now. Whatever. And then we have another video where another person is receiving one more television from the Migrant CEO. And they're telling her it was from the Migrant CEO. They call her Katiuska, obviously. And she's saying, really? This is for me? I can't believe it. Wow. And then she's thanking her and she's saying, this was, or this is my TV, my old TV. And now I'll replace it with this one. Thanks to you, the savior, right? I'm just summarizing. I don't really want to translate this nonsense. So how do you qualify? You have to live in Venezuela and follow her, comment on her videos to be able to receive some of these assistance that in reality is coming from the American people, but she's getting all the credit. Here you have her promoting a nail place in Queens, New York. Remember, she thinks that all of these people who follow her do it because she's an amazing influencer, a talented person. Like, most of them have forgotten the fact that they went viral because they are border crossers. They are criminals. They broke the law and took advantage of the system. And other migrants wanted to do the same thing. And that's how they got the followers. But in her head, she is, a huge, talented influencer. And last but not least, here she's showing us how she went to the Empire State Building with her family for around $400 to celebrate her birthday and Mother's Day. All of these individuals crossed the border illegally and have been living in hotels at the expense of the American taxpayers. Now, with the exception of the Migrant CEO, because she got kicked out a few months ago, but she was there for about 2 years. Her mom's still there. Her brothers are still there. And now the mom received surgery. Again, thanks to you. That's the thing. None of them thank the American people. None of them do. So please make this make sense. The Migrant CEO is sending money and food to Venezuelan people so that she can get more followers and reach that 1 million followers on TikTok and continue to, lie to herself that she's talented. And her mother is receiving medical treatment and you guys are paying for it. Make that make sense. She's nothing but a broke loser and a criminal. She illegally crossed the border into the US. She committed a federal crime. She's a criminal. She should be deported as soon as possible. We'll continue to put pressure on ICE officials. Again, you guys can file these reports too. Her and her family must go back. Good Lord. She smells bad from here. Yeah, no thanks. We already have enough prostitutes in the United States. Thank you for watching. Please smash the like button, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. The shoutouts for those of you who go the extra mile are down below. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As I stated at the very beginning, the war is right here, guys. We are in deep trouble. Let's focus on these criminals, border crossers, and those terrorists who are hiding within our cities and states, all thanks to the Democrats. I'll see you next time.
How many people live in Iran, by the way?
I don't know the population.
At all?
No, I don't know the population.
You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
How many people live in Iran?
92 million.
Okay. Yeah,
How could you not know that?
I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government.
Why is it relevant whether it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant?
Because if you don't know anything about the country...
I didn't say I don't know anything about
Okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay, this is cute.
It's not even... You don't know anything about Iran. So
okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government. You're the one who claims... You don't know anything about the country.
No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. You're the one who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
You don't believe they're trying to murder Trump?
Yes, I do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really believe that...
We're carrying out military strikes today.
You said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
Well, you're breaking news here because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive capacity.
No, we're not bombing them. Israel's bombing them.
You just said we were.
We are supporting
Israel. High stakes. You're a senator. If you're saying the United States government is at war with Iran right now, people are listening.
Okay.